Hey guys, welcome back to the Brew of Tea YouTube channel. My name's Josh, and today we're going to be trying out a recipe for limoncello, an Italian liqueur. So let me know if you try it in the comments, and let's get started. Alright, so let's start off with the ingredients. So the first thing you're going to need are 5 lemons. And obviously you can scale this recipe as small or as large as you want. But I'm going to be using 5 lemons, and those will go with 375 milliliters of some kind of spirit. I'm going to be using vodka. And so the first thing you want to do is throw them up in the air a whole bunch of times, get the juices flowing, and you'll know they're done when you drop one of them, just like that. And so the first thing you're going to want to do after that is wash them, because all the flavor that we're going to get from these are right from the peel. So that's one of the key things here, is you want to make sure they're really clean. Any wax or anything that's on them, you want to get all that off. Now I should mention you can try this with any citrus you want. You can try it with oranges, grapefruit, anything at all really, just as long as it has that kind of citrus oil in the peel. So the next step in line is going to be peeling all 5 of these lemons. And we're not actually going to be using the lemon juice from these lemons in this recipe, but I'll give you a bit of a tip on how to deal with that later on. So I'm going to be using a vegetable peeler here, but you can use a microplane, you can use whatever you want as long as it gets the peel off. One of the keys here too is that you want to get as little white kind of pith underneath the peel as you can, because that'll be kind of bitter and put some off flavors in the final result. So the next step after you have all the peels ready is going to be putting them into a container with the spirit. So I found this cute little mason jar that's going to fit the 375 mils of spirit that I have, as well as all of the lemon peel. Now the kind of spirit that you use and how much alcohol is in it will have an effect on how quickly it pulls out the flavor from the lemons. So if it's possible, try to find something with a little higher proof, maybe 50% or higher, but I didn't. I found a 40% vodka, and it still worked out pretty well. So at this point you'll add any other ingredients that you want, stuff like vanilla or other spices, and seal it and put it in a cupboard for anywhere between a couple days and a couple months, depending on how strong your alcohol is and how strong you want your flavor to be. So at this point I had 5 peeled lemons that weren't going to keep in the fridge, and I didn't have any recipes that were going to use a cup of lemon juice. So what I'm actually going to do here is just juice them all, and then see if I can find an ice cube tray that I'll pop in the freezer, and I'll be able to use these whenever I need just a tablespoon of lemon juice sometime in the future. Okay, finally back to our limoncello. So we've had it sitting in the cupboard, extracting all that lemony goodness out of it. And the first thing that we're going to have to do when we take it out is to filter it, because there's going to be all kinds of stuff in there from the peels that we don't want. So I'm going to use a coffee filter. It'll take a little longer, but it's also the cleanest way to do it. So the next thing to do is to make simple syrup. This is going to be a half cup of water and a half cup of sugar. I used brown, but I would suggest using white. It'll be less obtrusive in the final product, and it'll look a little prettier too. So you can pour that right into the limoncello that you just filtered, and yeah, that's basically it. Now this will store for a really long time, and you can serve it over ice or neat, but however you drink it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.